Hi ladies, it's Janet. My tutorial for today is the flower. It's called a Petite Mum. Prima sells it. Our local Michael's here doesn't have a big selection of Prima items, so I decided, well, every week I'm going to try to put out a video for you guys and to make a flower that resembles a Prima flower. So like I said, this one here is the Petite Mum. So that's flower number 1. So let's get started. The first, I'll give you the sizes. If you have a Cricut, then you can use that. If not, then even a Circle Punch, Sizzix, Tim Holtz, he just come out with a really awesome die. So you can always use that too. The first petal that I have is 2.5. The second one is 2 1/4. The third is 2. Fourth is 1 3/4. The fifth is 1 1/4, and the sixth is 1. And also what I did was, because of, I have the Cricut and maybe you don't, so what you could do is just cut out 3 of the 2.5 if you do have either the Sizzix Tim Holtz die cut. Then just cut 3 of this out, and then 1 1/4 and 1 for the other one, because that is this one here where I wanted to show you guys that this is what it'll look like with just 3 petals of the same size. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start putting this together. Now what I did was with the what we're going to need is, to make this flower, is you're going to need some glue, you're going to need some tweezers, and you're going to need some just white beads or white pearl beads. And with the tweezers, what you're going to do is, and you can use whatever size tweezer that you like, because I have this one here and then plus this one here, which is very flat on the end, which actually I prefer out of all my tweezers. Is you're just going to take it and put it on the petal, and then we're just going to twist. And what that's going to do is it's going to leave an indent in your flower, which gives it more of a realistic look. So you're going to go all the way around, just twisting. Now again, our local Michael's doesn't have a lot of items. I can't get glimmer mist, so I've made my own glimmer mist, and I've already glimmer mist all these flowers, the petals, before doing this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to finish this one here, and then for video purposes I'm going to take and finish the rest of the petals, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to complete this flower. Okay, so I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. So I've crimped all the flowers. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. See how much dimension that it gives to the flower? So now we're just going to put it together with the glue. We don't really need to use a lot, especially because at the end you want to turn up your flowers, and then it shows them once you've pushed up your petals at the end, once it dries. So when you're layering your petals, just take and layer them and overlap them. These flowers really don't take a long time to make them. So this would be a great flower for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming in May, and it would be a perfect flower for a card. I know I'm thinking about Mother's Day, what to make my mother for Mother's Day. I don't miss it. So that's 4 of the petals, and again, so all I've done is I've overlapped each one of them. And then these last 2 petals, what I did was I didn't crimp them. It's totally up to you if you want to crimp them, but where they're so small, it is kind of hard to crimp them. So again, just continue layering all your petals, overlapping them. You don't need a lot of glue. So there we go. That's all of them. And now what you do is you just take the glossy accents, and we're going to put some just in the middle of it for your beads. So I put about 7 beads, and then with your tweezers you can just, and you can put as many beads, like I've got more than what I should have, but it doesn't really make much of a difference how many that you put on there. So there it is with the beads on it. Isn't it pretty? Now I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll show you with one that's already dry. Then at the end, just take and fluff up your petals, and that'll just raise them up and give it more dimension to the flower. So that is that one. And then this is the other flower with the petals that are all the same size. So I'm going to put that one together just so you guys can see. And keep an eye on my time. So again, just doing the same thing. Just overlapping. Yeah, our Michael's here. Michael's is the only craft store that we have here, and it really, you know, limits to what you can buy. We do have Walmart, but Walmart's selection isn't a lot. I wish that we had more to choose, because the Prima lace is beautiful. Everything is, you know, all the items that you can purchase for scrapbooking today is just so beautiful. And I'm just a new scrapbooker. I've only been scrapping probably for about a year, and I just got my Cricut last year, so I'm just kind of, again, you know, working out the kinks with the Cricut. So that's it, all layered. It too is so pretty. And then again, with your glossy accents, just put that in the middle. I find with this stuff you don't need a lot either. And then just drop those beads into the middle. There we go. So there's that other petal, or the other flower with 3 of the same size petals. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for coming by and watching my video. And for next week, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of what I have for my next video. The flower that we're going to work on is this one, and then I've also created this one. So I'm going to make them in some more color so you guys can see, and then create a video for that. So thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.